Hello everybody, my name is SlyMcRy and welcome to the most disgusting story I have ever told on this channel. If you're easily grossed out, then I highly recommend that you continue watching and express your disgust in the comment section below. This happened when I was in 5th grade when me and my friends were at the water park at Six Flags. It was the end of the day and we wanted to leave, so naturally, before the car ride home, we wanted to use the bathrooms. Unfortunately, luck was not on my side as the lines for the bathroom were insanely long, so by the time it was almost my turn, I was about ready to piss myself. So when I saw an empty stall that no one else was taking, I decided to go in because why wouldn't you go into an empty stall that other people were actively choosing not to use? I mean, there couldn't possibly be anything wrong with it, right? Well, let's just say that was the day that I really realized what atrocities mankind could accomplish. Because as I looked into the bathroom stall, I saw that someone had just completely and entirely annihilated this poor toilet. I never thought that I could feel bad for an inanimate object until I saw what was inside that bathroom stall. The image of the defiled porcelain throne is embroidered into my head and will remain there until the day that I die. Dramatics aside, upon seeing this, I quickly turned around, walked out of the stall, and got back into my spot in line. Now, I'm gonna need you to come here for a second. This is the part of the story where the decision-making becomes questionable. So, a few minutes went by, the line didn't seem to be moving, and I still needed to pee. And guess what stall was still open? Yup. I made the brilliant decision to use the decimated toilet that I had previously walked away from. Luckily, I didn't have to sit down, I only had to pee, so I was in the clear on that front. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Until it did. This part of the story is a little bit hard to explain with just words, so I have prepared a slideshow presentation to illustrate what happened. I would like to start this section of the video off with a final warning pertaining to disgusting content. If that's something that you really don't want to see, then I suggest that you keep watching the video and whine about it in the comment section below. The more whiny comments I get, the more boosted this video is going to get in the YouTube algorithm. Now that that's out of the way, here's a picture of a normal toilet. As you can see, everything is generally intact in this photo. The water is as clean as toilet water can be. Generally, the only disgusting thing you can say about this photo is that it's a photo of a toilet. Not really a photo, I apologize. It is an artist's rendition, like every other picture in this slideshow. And this is the artist's rendition of the toilet from Six Flags. Generally not a pretty sight to behold. There is a layer of fecal matter caked in the bottom of the toilet, and everywhere else there is urine. It is not a nice image to look at. I didn't enjoy drawing it, it was not fun, but the main thing you should take away from this photo is that it was before I used it. This is the Six Flags toilet after I used it. As you can see, the only visible difference is that the water level has risen slightly. Normally that wouldn't be an issue, but this toilet in particular had one of those auto flush things, meaning that when the toilet gets to a certain capacity, that it would auto flush so you don't have to touch it. A great feature except for situations like this, because as you can see by briefly looking at the image, you should not flush this toilet. Generally, only bad things can happen if you flush this toilet. There is solid matter blocking the liquid from leaving and not becoming a problem. So, basically, big issue here. Anyway, to get back to the story, the toilet didn't auto-flush on me. I was all good. I made it out and began to wash my hands in the sink. You know, what you do after you go to the bathroom, unless you're a little psychopath and you just walk out without washing your hands, in which case, don't come near me. You are gross. Up until this point, everything was fine, until I hear the toilet auto-flush, and I turn around because the noise that it made wasn't quite right. It sounded just a bit horrific, and I heard yelling. So I decide to do the completely normal action of turning around, and what I saw was, it was terrifying to say the least. And I found out that the reason why people were screaming was because all the water was pouring out on the floor, and there are people in these stalls, so they're getting their shoes and feet completely soaked with shit piss water, to put it in the bluntest of terms. So, my emotions as a 10, maybe 11-year-old boy were, oh no, pure terror. I didn't know how to handle. I don't even know how to explain it to you right now. This is the best image that I could come up with. I didn't know what the hell to do. Now your question may be, SlyMcRy, what did you do? Well, I hate to disappoint you, but the conclusion is kind of boring. I walked out of the bathroom. I'm sorry, that was a lie. I ran out of the bathroom to the group that took me there. The lady that drove us looked at me and said, Ryan, why are there people screaming and like walking out of the bathroom? I go, I don't know. Because I wasn't about to tell her that I had completely decimated the bathroom on accident. So we left, we drove away. I got home, and now, God knows how many years later, I'm reciting it to you, the viewer, on the internet. Yeah. If you happen to enjoy this video, please subscribe, like, comment, and share. That would be amazing. I hope you have a great day wherever you are, and bye-bye.